Hey, how's it going, Huck? Is that better? Hey, Don, do I have the right ones this time?
Check 1 2. Is this thing on?
Yes, sir. Okay, cool. I have the right ones.
Can hear me, but sing. I can't hear you, brother. Are you on mute? Are muted? Are you? What are you doing?
I'm unmuted right now.
Is it
Is
me?
that better?
Him? You hear? Yeah, him. No, here.
Huck,
I hear
can you hear
no.
me okay? Oh,
Okay, but you can hear me. So there.
yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you.
Testing.
I got to remember the game instead of the Wizard of Oz because I know the Wizard of Oz is a backup one. So I always click on that one because I see the Emerald City thing. For some odd reason, that picture always makes me think I got to click on it. I see four people. The people are coming in. Now that it's on the games, more people will probably come through. Kind of demanding tonight, aren't you? Speak. Don, if you're listening, I could hear you. You just apparently couldn't hear me, but you were coming through on my end just fine too. And they said they could hear us both. Oh, it went down. God, I already chased someone off. We're dropping numbers. Did Kimmy hear when I said I'd shut down and come right back on? Hopefully she comes back. She apparently was feeling pretty good though. She might have gone to sleep. Figured I'd come up for about an hour or so anyways. I got to be up in about 7.5 hours. So come up for about an hour. As long as I get 5 or 6 hours, I'll be fine. Gives me a chance to wind down a little bit coming online instead of just going on and watching the news. I avoid the news anymore. Catch a little bit, an article here and there that I could read or an episode, but avoid most of it. Hey, Aaron, how's it going, man? Hopefully you're doing well. Battery, how you doing, sir? Big cucumbers. Right on. My cucumbers didn't do anything this year, and they didn't even get eaten by the rabbits. That they just, I don't know. But we did have some kind of weird cold days late. Like even in June, we had some cold days. I know it killed all the buds on my apple trees and pear trees and stuff. Hi, Kimmy. Welcome back. Interwebbing your right on. Yours grew awesome. I wish mine did. I like cucumbers. Have a lot of potatoes though. My potatoes with those, it worked out really well. Cutting the sides off of those tractor tires and the big wide tractor tires, putting those out there, filling them with sand, peat moss, and then potting soil. And I planted my potatoes in there, and holy cow, I got so many potatoes. I got a 5 gallon bucket and a half. Each plant produced a crud load. I don't think I had one potato half that didn't produce a plant. So, Kimmy's always cooter bug high. Wait, would you? She's got to be cooter bug high to come chat with us. Otherwise, I think we bore her. Kimmy's our local rock star, though. So cherries too. Oh, right on. I tell you what, better if there's a tire place around there, those tractor tires, they give them away free. Is all you got to do is cut out the sidewall, just leave the outer ring, and you got a raised potato bed just ready to go. And it works out really well because then you can get your soil really soft in it, and those things will grow deep, they'll grow big, and they'll just spread out like crazy. It worked out really well. And onions, like the darn rabbits kept eating the tops off of my onions. I guess uh, Emerald said they were not only eating the tops off, they were plucking them out of the ground and eating the whole thing. Awesome, Huckleberry. Oh, Jimmy's not Cooter Bug High yet. uh, Kimmy Aaron is on Twitch and he says hi. But yeah, if you get a chance, you gotta pay to dispose. It costs like $5 to dispose. Have them grind down the sidewalls on those tractor tires. But it's like I think it cost me like $5 per one that I cut the sidewalls out, brought both sidewalls in. It was $5 per one. But it was, I mean, that's basically all it cost me to have a raised planter, and I got the thick one, so those things are over 2 foot high. And I didn't do any beets. I did beets a few years ago, but the soil here at the time was so darn hard. They didn't do much. And my beans would not climb this year. I think that was partially the rabbits too, though. Kept eating them back. Aaron, Kimmy is on Pat's on YouTube, and she says hi back. So, a lot of them are at Pat's on YouTube. Oh, right on, right on. Are you going live, Aaron? I'll let people know if you are. Your beans are too bad. Oh wow, yeah, mine wouldn't even climb. They just they didn't do much of anything. Now my gourds and squash, they took off. They took over way more of my garden than I wanted them to. My watermelon and muskmelon or cantaloupe, uh, they took off, but then they just died back. But unfortunately, I've got to put a better fence up between my neighbors and mine because when they spray their yard, I think it misses over into my garden part way because they've got grass and that the weed killer they put on the grass, they spray on their grass, I think miss over and just kills half of my garden sometimes. Harvested beans I got 4. That sounds like my luck. All right, on there he is. He went over to YouTube. But as for everything else, everything's done good. My goji berries, they produced a lot. My grapes, I got my first grape cluster off my grape plants this year, which is actually earlier. I expected that it'd be another year or two before they were developed enough, but I got one little grape cluster on it. I'm kind of excited about. Um, the I got the oop, I got a phone call. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. Oh, I didn't see Evie. Hi, Evie. I apparently missed you. Sorry about that. I saw Huckleberry say hi to you. Your blueberries. Oh, my blueberries are still doing good. They're just not producing blueberries yet. I did find out the best thing to do with blueberries, though, if you've got a high bush, you want to plant like a low bush with it or some other type. And if you do multiple, you want multiple types because they cross pollinate better that way. Like you don't want to do just all high bush or all low bush or all eastern. You want to do several different types, and they do a lot better, and they grow a lot better too. I've got one high bush, one low bush, and then one what they call it Northern Virginian. I think it's basically a type of high bush. Hey, Emerald, let me see if I could do this right. Do, 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 do. Haha, did it work? Sweet, I did it. Hey, Jason, welcome in, man. Elderberry wine. Uh, Kimmy, get my email from Emerald and email me. Um, I've got a cousin that is he make can make wine out of anything, and I know he's made a elderberry. He's even made it out of kiwi. He makes strawberry wine all the time. He's definitely a winemaker, but I can get you a recipe easy for elderberry. I mean, he wants to use some of my goji berries, but goji berries are actually closer to like a tomato taste wise than a berry, unless you dehydrate them. And then they got a little sweet and sour, but raw, they're not as tasty as one might think. Hi, Valentine. There's Evie. Hi, Evie. But yeah, all in all, my garden's doing pretty good. Oh, sorry to hear that, Battery. Well, hopefully we add a bright spot for your day and help you through it. Same, Jason. Hopefully, we had a bright spot for you and Huckleberry. Definitely, I hope we don't make your depression worse. But I can't wait until my fruit trees start, especially that cherry tree. That cherry tree is awesome. I've got one cherry tree that's just a North Star cherry. It's a dwarf, but my other dwarf cherry it's a 4-in-1 cherry. There's 4 different types. It's got North Star. It's got oh the dark crud. I can't even remember all of them, but it's got 4 different types on it. Some of them are really sweet. Some of them are more for pies. That sounds like one of those how many jelly beans are in the jar type of thing, battery. I don't know. I like the Bush's baked beans. I admit those things. I can warm just those up and eat those. The girls, though, they make a thing that's got bacon. They put bacon in it. They take the baked beans, and if they don't do it themselves, they'll take the baked beans in the can. They'll put bacon and several other things in it. It's almost like a meal on its own. Boston baked beans. So, what's the difference between a Boston baked bean and a regular baked bean? I'm tipping and sipping, Jason, but mine's coffee and bottled water. Yep, I know they put brown sugar and chili powder in them and add a lot of bacon, and then uh, sometimes you'll eat it and they'll have a little bowl of like shredded cheese there you can put over the top of it. Cooks it. Good stuff. We have them on our summer family get-togethers and stuff like that. When everybody gets together, it's kind of one of those things. It's basically the baked beans like that, the which I guess they'd be twice baked beans or something like that. But those are about as common as potato salad at our summer get-togethers. Corn on the cob and hamburgers or broths or whatever. Okay, bacon beef, not beef. Okay, I said it backwards. I'll try to keep that straight, huh? Hopefully none, Jason. I would prefer less fingers in my food. If you end up with a band-aid in your food, it's a bad day. If you end up with a finger in your food, it's a really bad day. I did not, Kimmy. Are they pretty pricey right now? Everything else is. And that's what Don was telling me that even potatoes right now are basically $1 a pound. So I'm glad I grew a bunch of because I ate a lot of baked potatoes. Oh, I missed it. I'm sorry. Battery. I know my Kimmy, my cousin made some strawberry wine one time, and he put several sliced kiwis in it. That was some of the best tasting stuff. It tasted like Kool Aid. worst part is that you hot day, tastes like Kool-Aid, drank a lot of it, didn't realize how potent it was until about 10 o'clock, and none of us could stand up, or we could barely even sit in lawn chairs after we were drinking that night. That the wine, especially homemade wine, it'll creep up on you quick. It was sliced kiwi, huckleberry, kiwi fruit. Don't tell me you've never had kiwi. It's kind of a sour, little furry, fuzzy fruit that I tried to grow some. I paid a lot of money for a supposedly cold hardy plant, and it grew for, I think, maybe 2 months. Was alive and even started growing and died, like literally overnight. Died. Apparently, it did not like the real hot sun. Oh, you would have liked this, and you could taste the, well, it definitely a strawberry, but you could really taste that kiwi in it. So I had the sweet of the strawberry and then the kind of the sour tanginess of the kiwi just a little bit. And it was really good, but it was, I mean, the alcohol level in that, every time he makes wine, though, the alcohol level in it is insane. I mean, a half a cup, it's basically wine slash moonshine. I think how he makes it. I mean, it's potent, but you can't tell. Like with moonshine, it burns. I mean, it burns all the way through your throat, all the way through your diaphragm, and it burns the whole way down. And his wine, it doesn't do that. It doesn't burn. It tastes real good. It's nice and sweet. And next thing you know, you're so messed up you can't even see the person 5 foot in front of you without seeing twins. Hey man, how's it going?
Hey, brother. How's it happening, man?
Same old, same old. As I was telling everybody, I can't stay long, but I figured at least to get a little time in.
Hey, battery. Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm just like, I saw you up here struggling. I was like, oh, shit. I got to go up there.
Yeah, I was. Don came on earlier, but for some odd reason, everybody else could hear me, but he couldn't hear me. So
Yeah, probably
yeah,
something to do with the speakers. Yeah, dude. I'm just like, I've been doing a lot of errands, running, restocking feed bins and stuff like that today.
oh, right on, right on. Yeah, Aaron, it was probably a COVID killer. That wine. I was telling him about my cousin's wine. That stuff is really good, but really dangerous.
Yeah, right.
But if you get a chance to send Kimmy my email, she's going to email me and I'll get her a recipe from my cousin. I mean, he's got his own recipes for making that stuff, and it's always really good and really potent.
Hey, Kimmy.
Oh, okay, right on, Kimmy. Cool.
There's that guy.
Can you hear me now, Don? Hey, Ghost.
What the fuck?
Can you hear us now? Don.
What the fuck?
What's wrong?
All right, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh,
Or which thing?
no, I'm good. I think.
Hey,
You can hear
Aaron.
me. I can hear you.
Okay, right on.
Welcome in, Aaron. What's happening, Jason? How you doing, Ghost? Oh, Bill. Hell yeah, man. Fire in the motherfucking bowl. Yeah, put some train wreck on that.
So, fresh back from the Home Depot, spending $400 in 12 gauge Unistrut 10-foot sections
All right.
and bolts.
Dude, I spent that on a freaking storm door. Can you believe a storm door? It was $369. You used to be able to, like 10 years ago, you could get those things for $150.
Yeah.
10
Expensive.
years ago, they were giving away Unistrut, literally throwing it away. Now it's fucking $37 for a 12 gauge 10-foot section. Holy fuck!
This is crazy.
Yeah, no shit.
It's insane.
It's more expensive than Aaron DeTire's fucking window. Well, maybe not. His window was $80.
Yeah, I bet he
Aaron's
can't
want-
catch a booze.
Aaron's wanting a fire in the bowl.
Fire in
Fire,
the bowl, boys and girls.
fire in the bowl. Hell yeah.
I haven't seen Zach yet tonight. That's kind of weird. Usually he's like the first one in here. Hope everything's good. I know he is having trouble with that leg.
Yeah, what are you supposed to go to the doctor today or something?
Yeah. Hope everything's good. Hope if they kept him in overnight or something, everything's okay.
Nah,
Hey.
ain't nobody in chat.
Hi, Kim.
Nobody worth a shit in chat anyway, right?
Bill, a lot of them are at Sick Pats on YouTube.
Yeah. No, he's got to make another identity to get on sick pass.
Oh, that's right. You accidentally.
I know, and there's no way to undo it.
It's, dude, I'm
What, did you
telling
do
you.
that again?
No, that's the same thing, same time. Only did it.
Fuck. Aight.
Yeah.
Hey,
That window's $800 now to tires. Is that what you're telling me? Fuck. It's a badass
the window I have in my living room, I put it in when I first remodeled this place. It was one of the first 3 pane. It was about 6 years ago. And it was a $1,200 window. It had the arch top on it. It had the 2 side crank outs on it, and then 1 big picture window in the middle. Now that window is almost $3,000. I paid $1,200 for it.
Wow.
That
Wow.
was 6 years ago. That it's more than doubled. That's insane.
Hey, Canoes, my brother. What's happening? Yeah, it's stupid. I went to Walmart. They raised the prices another 20 cents on everything at least.
Bunch of
Yeah.
goddamn communist, no good pieces of fucking shit.
Yeah, Bill, there's nothing we can do.
Or did I say that in my outside voice?
He's there.
Yeah, he's
good.
there.
Oh, good deal. Good deal.
Who's band? Wilderness Living?
That's Bill.
How is Bill?
This
This
thing
Bill's
is-
not fucking.
You remember your slip of the finger when you accidentally got Kimmy? Well, Emerald accidentally got Bill.
Hey, Bill, this is a site that I want you to go to. This has all the information we need to get you. GMRS is already linked nationwide. They already have a nationwide net. Every month, they have a monthly nationwide net, as a matter of fact. So let's discuss when you have an opportunity, please. That's all I have to say. Thank you for your time. We now return you to your regularly scheduled game, already in progress.
Yeah, no, but yeah, shit,
Yeah.
dude.
We all love you, Kimmy.
Absolutely. No, he is not banned. No.
When you're on this and when you try to hit somebody, sometimes it scrolls up right when you go to push on it.
Yeah.
And if somebody else says something, so you can actually real easily hit the wrong person.
Yeah. I'm figuring out that you're gonna have to scroll down so it doesn't move on you.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
We
I
got to
know.
learn to be. We got to learn to be a dick faster.
Faster. Right.
That first night when I was trying to do it, I about timed a lot of people out. I almost timed Huckleberry out once on accident. And boy, I did not want to deal with the ramifications of that. So I would have been in trouble.
It gets hectic some nights around that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hopefully it'll calm down though. Hopefully it'll,
Right.
hopefully. Maybe the adults will come out and play. I don't know. I worry about me getting up on here because, well, I'm a target and people are gonna bitch because I'm here and of what I say. And I really don't give two shits, but if that affects somebody I care about, then that's important. If you know what I mean.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, no, that's all about the great American experience, man. Just
On the
living.
other
That's how I
hand,
am. I'm, it's not going to hurt my feelings if somebody gets mad at me. I just don't want to affect you
Yeah.
all. If it,
no, we're good. We're good.
I just come to realize that no matter what I do, somebody's going to get pissed off.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
All you can do is hold true to you.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
hold true to you. You do you. You write your rules, and we'll see if we can't get along with can't run with them.
Right.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, and I'm fairly easy to get along with.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So
stop apologizing. We should all stop apologizing for ourselves. You know that, right? We need to stop apologizing to the fucking liberals. We need to stop apologizing to the tolerant people in the world.
but yeah, you're right.
But we just need to stop apologizing. We need to get on with our lives. Huckleberry's pissed off. Why is Huckleberry pissed off? Go ahead, Sing.
Oh, I was going to say that if anybody missed it, it probably meant for me for being too tolerant.
Well,
I like the silence.
I like to paint with a broad brush. I'm trying real hard to be diplomatic now.
See, that's where I come from. Sorry is like, excuse me. It's not like if you're apologizing, you would have to actually say, "Oh, I apologize." If it's sorry, it's just a quick, "Oh, excuse me," type of thing.
Well, I'm sorry I feel this way is an apology. I'm sorry I, want to maintain my rights. That's an apology.
Oh God, I'd never apologize for that.
I hear a lot of that. Okay.
Oh God. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Lisa. Maintaining my rights and protecting my family's rights and my friends' rights, never.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a Second Amendment addict, freak, aficionado, pro Second Amendment. Call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. I don't care. I'm tired of,
Hey,
how dare you? Tyre says.
Hi, Lisa.
How dare you?
It's like abortion. A lot of us try to see it from a common sense perspective. And if you think about that, like Roe versus Wade it needed to be overturned. It did. But at the same time, some of the states that are talking about going as far as not allowing it for rape, incest, or like if their life is at risk, that concerns me. I think there needs to be a common sense middle ground.
Well, okay. So you're going to tell the good people of Indiana how to run their show. Is that what you're saying?
Fire in the
No,
bowl.
no, Indiana. I
Yeah,
will
that's
just.
what you
I
just
will.
said. You just said that. Because
I
the good
said it
people of
worded.
Indiana are the only state that have put forth abortion restrictions such that there is no indemnification for rape or incest or anything else.
Okay, let
There's
me let
Go
let
ahead.
me. I'll see if I can say this better. I don't want it to get commonly state to state. People can move from state to state. I don't want it to go the opposite way federally. I think it needs to be left to states.
Yeah, and leave it to the states.
Okay.
That's what it's
And
about.
that's where we're at. And so I think we both agree with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Hawks
Yeah.
Mustard Seeds is in the house.
Hey,
Did you see that? Hawks Mustard Seeds.
He called fire in the bowl. You guys were all at it.
What? Hawk? Hawk slips in the door. The first words out of his mouth is fire in the bowl.
Fire in the motherfucking bowl. Right.
Hawk gets up on here. First words out of his mouth, fire in the motherfucking bowl. What are you smoking these days? He says.
Oh, I bet you that
That's his
hurt the
thing.
shoulder.
That's why he's Hawk. Hey Hawk, what's up? No, in the motherfucking okay, the tires, dude. I stand fully corrected, my friend. Yeah. I am not emphasizing the right adjectives in that. Clearly. I will take that under advisement, sir. Thank you, sir.
That battery just called us all hoes.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that
tell
was
him he's wrong because I can't.
Yeah,
Right
I used to was.
there, but for the grace of God, go I. Is all I say.
I think I might have been called Mr. Hose once.
But
I'm
I don't
telling
need
you,
to.
If I work and go home, work and go home, work and go home, I stay out of trouble. And sometimes
Not much. Just got power back. Coil on generator shattered into 1,000 pieces. Oh fuck! So I had to get a new generator. Couldn't replace the fucking coil. I had to get a new generator. Jesus. The tires fire in the motherfucking hoe. Right?
Fire no.
Fire in the motherfucking hoe.
hoe battery. Oh, Lisa called battery a hoe. I see. Meant time. Typos are glorious.
That just kills me, man. I meant high.
Yeah, I'm
Bill's
sure,
dying.
right?
Ran with hose and shit. I meant high. Yeah, I'm high.
One of your fingers meant hoe.
No, you didn't. Deep down, you meant hoe. Admit it, Lisa. That's what they call a Freudian slip, by the way. You were thinking hoe. You meant to say you meant to type high, but you were thinking hoe.
Rock on, man. I finally made my mushroom pork steaks tonight. Oh man, it was awesome.
Did I tell you guys that I got that grape cluster on one of my grape plants about 2 years earlier than I expected?
Oh wow.
Yeah, one of my grape plants produced a little cluster on it.
You know what that means?
I do not.
You got the soil right. That's what that means.
Oh, right on. Cool.
Yeah.
That's a plus.
Hey, Huck, you're lucky you didn't get 2 black eyes with that back and neck pain. Just saying. Trampolines, girls on trampolines.
Girls in bikinis on trampolines.
She brought it up. She was telling me about the girls on her time on trampolines, and I can only imagine.
You remember the Man Show?
I do desperately. I have every
Okay.
fucking version, every episode of it in my library. Yes, sir. I know the
The
Man Show well.
trampoline. Yep. You just when you said trampoline, that made me think of the Man Show.
Girls on trampoline.
No, there are girls in bikinis on trampolines.
Oh, hey, I didn't want to sound like a,
Well, that's the Man Show thing.
I know, but I didn't want to sound like that guy, Lisa's here and Huck's here, probably Nightingale's in the background. I'm guessing Valentine's here too. So I don't want to sound like, Wiz or anything.
Oh shit! I was just paraphrasing the show.
Just saying, brother.
Yeah,
Kimmel went rogue. Yeah, he did. Kimmel went fucking nuts. He's the leader of the woke mob.
Yep.
Somebody needs to drag him out back and beat him profusely about the head and shoulders.
Oh, yeah. Battery said his
Cucumbers.
cucumbers started producing like crazy. I'm jealous because mine didn't do squat.
Really? I pulled another dozen.
Nice. Yeah, mine didn't do any. My
Dude,
main thing was the potatoes that did really good. But I also put a lot of time into, well, like you're talking about, with the raspberries, the goji berries, the blueberries, and those grapes messing with the soil. That's where most of my time went, trying to get everything right, doing the pH test.
What is that?
What is that? It's like
Can't hear
USB
you.
ports.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Muted. You're muted.
This is a Wi-Fi and Bluetooth controlled AC switch up to 240 volts at 16 amps in this tiny little package right here.
Badass.
It is badass.
That is badass.
Requires no other, and it's cheap, like 2 for $10 from Amazon. So you can get them on eBay for like 2 for $5.
Oh wow! Oh, that's badass.
So I'm going to set this in. I'm going to integrate this into my solar system, more specifically the charger. So this will turn the charger on and off. And the charger's only about 5 amps and at 240 volts. It's only about 1,000 watts. This will easily handle that.
Okay.
I have 2 of these to play with. So yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, that's my new toy.
I ordered those outdoor solar lights, the 1,200 watters.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna set those out on the house in the front, on the garage. Over coming up the driveway, kind of thing.
I have solar lights along the driveway. As a matter of fact, I've got them on one side now. I need to get them on the other side.
Well, these are going to be up on the trees and overhead lightings. 1,200 watts. I should be able to. They probably
it's
should.
A fuckload of fucking juice of light. Yeah.
Right.
Chortle.
So I was just like, yeah. So they're ultra bright LEDs, and
it's a smart switch to make stupid people smart for a limited time. That's Hawk. I'm just, that's it, Hawk. Sorry. Go ahead, Wiz. I'm sorry.
But I just figured I'd put them on. I was trying to do that with those other ones that I bought, and they're shit. Out of all the ones I bought, one is still working. One comes on, but all it does is blink, 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 blink. And I bought 20 of those fuckers.
Hey, Emerald, how is your solar today? I don't know if you were on earlier, but when I came on, I told everybody I didn't have long at the bottom of the hour. I got to go.
Oh, Okay.
How is your solar? I didn't expect this many people to come on.
Well, I mean, see,
Surprise.
you're a popular guy. You really are.
Yeah.
What's
You
that?
know, and then when Wiz
Oh.
gets up in here and starts opening his shirt up like that, then
Yeah,
fucking all over but the crying at that point.
You know
yeah.
what?
And Huckleberry's buying a plane ticket, and
Huck
It's
gets all, you know,
it's time for
yeah.
pie.
yeah, I expected just a couple people to pop in. I expected to be on here for a long time now. I feel bad. Problem is,
So
I
what
got
now that you've gathered the crowd, you're what, not gonna kiss anybody's ass?
oh
No,
no,
I'm teasing. Now that you've gathered the crowd, it's what, you're time for you to go home, or what's up with that?
yeah, I got to be in at 5 tomorrow, so I got to get up at 4.
I got 3 meetings that I'm pulling off that are my meetings tomorrow morning, back to back, starting at 9:30, all the way up through about noon. So I'm going to be on the fucking, I'm going to be 2 computers up to my neck and 2 computers and multiple meetings tomorrow morning, all morning,
I've got
starting at 6:30 a.m. my time.
we got five loads tomorrow. Each one is a 45-minute one-way trip.
Did you see what
So I'm
Hawk?
hoping they unload
And you
me
get paid
faster
per mile or per hour? How do you get paid?
per hour.
Fuck, there it is right there, brother.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
big win.
It pays off good. I'm just hoping they empty me quick, because if it takes them an hour per load, that's going to turn into a 15-hour day.
What do you don't care? You're getting paid by the
Right.
hour, right?
Right.
Oh, okay.
And the
I mean, if you still
driving
got to haul 5 loads in 15 hours, okay. Well, I guess, but okay.
well, it's almost an hour each way. So going there, 45 to 50 minutes going there, 10 minutes to, set everything up, get it ready, mix a little water how they want it, and then if it takes an hour to load, and then about 15 minutes clean up, 45, 50 minutes back, that's like 3 hours per load.
Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
So,
Shut
but
down for repairs totaling thousands and thousands of denarios. Yep.
there's Zach. Hey, buddy. We're worried about you.
Dallas's channel. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, Hawk said
Be
half the
wherever he wants to be.
in Oregon are failing. Temps have been burnt their stuff up. He said. Heard a bunch of landowners that leased them.
Oh, there's Platoon. Dude, how are you? We were worried about you.
Right.
Well, they were worried about you. Well, I was worried about you. All going well so far. Yeah, tomorrow's just one of those mornings where, about every month and a half, I get these mornings where I'm double and triple stacked on my own. And so I just have to go through them and get the shit done. I'm ready for them. It's just, I just need to walk through them. That's all.
I think Battery might be leaving. Take care, Battery. Hope your evening's good, man.
Platoon, all good. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that report.
Yeah, he's usually the first one here. You had us a little nervous tonight, Zach.
Yeah, he's Zach's spreading his wings, brother. He's doing his thing like Smouse last night. Fucking man, what a pin pan. I got to tell you what, brother. I went back and looked at that again today, and that was still funny as fuck.
Just blunt as hell. Oh, man.
Kicked her to the fucking curb. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was stupid. I didn't expect it. I think that's why it was so funny. Just blunt, and I kicked that to the,
Tired of her shit. That's what he said.
Yeah.
I was like, what? So
Go
yeah.
red around.
You got to love it. You have to fucking love it. 16. There are 2 farms before you get to the federal prison that have warped and bent panels, about 50% of the panels on each farm.
Wow.
Why would they have warped and bent? Are they not supporting their panels and they're not mounted right? I can relate to that because be honest with you, I just went and got bigger steel because mine they weren't warping, they were sagging.
Oh, really?
Sagging in the center.
Yeah, I needed bigger steel under them. I used a 14 gauge unistrut when I should have used a 12 gauge full height 1 5/8 unistrut.
I might have to rethink my ideas. You can use 1/2 inch angle. I might have to do something that's going to be a little more supportive.
Panels are 40 pounds a piece. I mean, if you put 3 of them up on a 10-foot piece of steel on 2 10-foot pieces of unistrut or superstrut, if those are full height pieces of steel, they'll be fine. If they're half height, which is what I have, then they dip, they sag. And as soon as I put those 3 panels on today, as soon as I saw that, I was like, I can't do that. I'm going to have to replace the steel that I have, which luckily I only had 10 pieces of half height steel. So I went to Lowe's today, or not Lowe's, Home Depot, and bought 12 new pieces of full height 12 gauge steel. I'll get it done. It'll be fine. I ain't worried about it, and it'll fix the problem. This is my own design PV array, so I should expect changes like this, right? Right.
Well, altered. I mean, I don't know of any plan that has ever gone unaltered to meet a specific need that you find. Oh, heck yeah, Lisa. Around here, the only way owner operators make it is ag, hauling grain, cattle, something along that lines, equipment. Otherwise, Emerald just lost power.
600 panels each. That's a big fucking farm. I only have 50 panels at this point in the program, but I'm going to have more. So actually 55 panels, but I'll have more. What the hell?
I'm just going with about 10 panels for now, but I'm going I think they're 424. I got the one panel. It's a 390, but I want to go, or the 2 panels are 390s, but I want to go those 424s. Do 10 because I just want to offset my cost right now.
Okay.
And if I ever get acreage, though, I will go completely off grid and go above and beyond what I need.
I think I'm boring. Wilderness, I disagree with you, but that's okay. It's what you think counts.
We don't think you're boring, Bill.
So I'm trying to build out as much array as I can. Right now, I have capability. I can take 16,000 watts of PV, actually 18,000 watts of PV. Wonderful, easy, peasy, no problem. I've got enough juice for that. There's Wiz. He knows what's up.
I was just a brownout.
Glad to see you back.
Yeah, maybe in about an hour on time.
That's cool.
All right. So you can stick around a while. Cool.
At least
that makes me feel better. A couple of you are up here talking. We don't have to shut it down.
Well, I would say, yeah, I've got power till about midnight, but yeah.
Nice.
I got some lights in today. These things are a little badass. You charge them up USB.
I know, right?
And
LED light is good light.
Yeah, actually, if I want it bright, I just turn it all the way up and aim it at the ceiling. It lights up the whole damn room. I have to take that diffuser off.
Here, let me get some there to say what happened. I gotta go by there tomorrow. I will shoot a video, maybe get someone there to say what happened. I would be real interested to hear the fate of those panels. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because that's kind of interesting. I'd like to see the setup they got them mounted on.
Yes, me also. So if I can get the steel up and get a panel or two up, I'll send you guys a picture or two. Getting a brownie, Don T. Get your ding dong ready. Ding dong, ding dong. Okay, I'm gonna pass on a ding dong tonight. I just had a coffee, which I shouldn't have. But thank you.
Told you Huckleberry was naughty.
Well, I mean, I'll make like I'm having a ding dong.
Right.
Ding dong's in my neck.
Oh, take care, Lisa. We're getting more lurkers
I'm out
because we're
hurting
up
and
to
tired.
18.
Love y'all, Lisa. How are you hurting, Lisa? What's the problem? Did I miss that part? I'm sorry.
Oh, that sucks.
Take care of yourself, Lisa.
Yeah, dream well, Patriot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go down to
Let's
the
see.
eye doctor and buy those darn glasses for the screens.
Well, why do you got to go to the eye doctor to do it?
I don't know. Can you get them elsewhere? That's just when I went into the eye doctor. He had them for sale.
What you're looking for is readers, which I buy en masse at Walmart for like $8 for 3.
Oh,
I
wow.
pack 3 for $8.
Those
what
are
you're
those
looking for
ones
is
that cut the glare of the screen and stuff.
no. These are readers. These are 1.25 or 1.5 magnifiers.
Oh, yeah, and I don't need them. I don't need the magnifiers. I need the glasses that block out the glare of the screen and like the white of a page if you're out of light. Yep.
Okay, I can't help you there. Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
My problem is eye strain and it like starts happening after even like 10 minutes of reading on the screen.
Wow.
My sight is still 20/20 plus, but it's I get eye strain real easy anymore. My old age. It was actually only 85 here today, Zach, but 95 tomorrow.
This little Wi-Fi relay here, this little Wi-Fi switch is cool as shit.
I know. I was looking at that.
I am gonna. I didn't even think about that actually, and I should have. I need to check on Amazon and see if I can get something cheaper because eye doctor. You know how eye doctors are. Their stuff.
Oh yeah, they're taking you to the fucking cleaners.
Yeah.
Just go to Walmart, go to CVS, go to fucking. They'll have something for you. Go to the pharmacist. He'll tell you exactly what you need.
Right, and I guess it's a common thing anymore.
It is a common thing anymore. So yeah, don't try to take this to the. This is why, if you take this to an emergency room, this is why you run up the cost of insurance for everybody else when you do this kind of shit. That's why nobody else can get free health care like you, right?
Hey again, Evie. Oh, I wish it was. Dude, oh man, I don't even want to think. I bet you with all this stuff, with like the back and the nerves and different MRIs, different tests and everything, I was doing some figuring today, and I had to stop when I hit 280,000 on the different tests and stuff, and it was just making me sick over the last 5 years. on
I don't
the,
know what to tell
yeah,
you.
and God. And granted, most of that was covered by insurance, but still, 80,000 of that was out of pocket.
So 80,000 was out of pocket.
Throughout the different things, some of the tests, and I have an issue with my hospital over this, because some of the tests, my insurance, they were doubles, and I don't know why, but they'd sent me to a specialist. Well, each specialist wanted their own MRI. The insurance denied them, but they still ran them, and I didn't know, and I got stuck with a lot of those.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. And so I had over the years, I had a lot of payments to make.
So I just went through 2 heart attacks and a big old fat rip in my hernia here. And I had this major surgery. They had to put me under to sew it up. And a couple of other emergency rooms, including a life flight, that hauled me from one hospital to another hospital because while I was having a heart attack. The long story short here is that they sent me a bill that I saw that said $276,000 is what it would cost me to get the medical care. Is what the medical care that I got costs.
Right.
In retail. Now, what my insurance company paid, I don't know. I don't think they paid too much though. I mean, less than 15 grand, I believe, for the whole nut, for all of it. And I paid less than 5 grand for my whole thing. As a matter of fact, my insurance people are telling me now, if you want to go get anything major, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, get it done now because you're over your deductible, max out of pocket for single, and max out of pocket for me and the wife. So go get it done now.
Wow. Yeah.
I know.
Before the end.
See, I don't.
Anyway.
I don't. And on all my insurances, I had even when I had the really good insurance, I had a low deductible. I admit that actually I only had a $2,000 deductible when I had the Cadillac insurance. My insurance now is not the same. But when I had
a $4,000 deductible, I mean, that's not, yours is a low deductible. Yeah.
Yeah. And I like that. But they also paid only 80 to 85%, depending on what it was.
I think after I hit my deductible and my max out of pocket, which is 5 grand, they pick up everything after that.
See, I didn't have a max out of pocket. That must be not a common thing. Can I ask you what insurance you have?
Aetna.
Okay. See, I had a PPO. I think it was United Healthcare.
It's a PPO. And it is a low, dude. I have a low monthly. I think I pay $167 every pay period. So that's about $320 a month for me and the wife.
Oh, that's less than half of what I pay on myself. So,
but I'm very pleased with it. It's quite frankly the best insurance I ever had in my life.
I'm writing down the name because I'm getting screwed.
Now, dude, this is big corporate insurance.
Oh, you're on a.
I'm on a plan that I know probably another 140,000 people in just the U.S. alone is on.
And they get the price down for everybody else.
Oh, yep. Fuck yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I pay nothing for my meds. Literally nothing.
Nice. Hey, Colonel Shaw.
Smell me coming down they can smell me coming down the hall. Literally, the billing people can smell my card coming down the hall. They're like,
there are health plans out there saying that groups that you can join, like for being self-employed and construction worker kind of stuff as well. there are groups that you can join
I,
and shop around with.
right
So
on. And I know I can like join one of the hey Ragged and Colonel Shaw. I know I can join like one of the unions and do that. I'm not a fan of unions, so
no, then you have
Yeah,
to do.
nobody is, but there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of health plans. Listen, one of my guys, one of the financial guys that I'm listening to, is telling me if you ever get hard up for a plan, then you need to look at Obamacare. And Obamacare doesn't pay for everything, but it puts you into a plan that gives you great coverage for a lot less money, if you know what I mean.
I'm I'm through what's called Colorado Health First. It's actually their version of that. You got to go through them to get insurance here in Colorado.
There
Yeah,
you
it's
go.
actually
Okay.
that's yeah. So it's actually their version of it, and it
And it ain't bad insurance from what I'm hearing.
no. They and the cool thing, and I'll give Colorado credit. They actually give you multiple options in it that are even across state lines, unlike some of the states where they just limit you to one. So
So yeah, there's shares out there. I you have Obamacare. Huck says she's got Obamacare and it sucks. I won't. I know I won't have great insurance my whole, everything life. But as long as I can get it, I'm milking the shit right out of it. I'm sorry.
oh, I tell you what, it saved me having, and I tell you, I had a Cadillac of insurance for around this area when I worked on the rigs, and that's when all this started. It saved me having that good insurance. That's why I tell people if they don't have health insurance, I don't care if you're young. When all of this happened, I was 27. I thought I was invincible. So
Most
yeah,
27-year-old guys on the rigs think they're invincible.
yeah, yep. If I hadn't had that, God, man, 280,000, like I say, is where I stopped. If I hadn't had that insurance, oh my God.
Yep. I feel you, brother. I understand it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It was,
like I said, I'm just trying to get the best thing that I can get for as little money as I can. I don't like spending big monthly. I just I don't see the need for it because most of my health care until recently, most of my health care is just general office visits and prescriptions. That's it.
yeah.
Now, recently, yeah, I've had the big the big cataclysmic fucking healthcare shit, baby, and like I said, $276,000 bill um,
Backs up quick.
that I paid $5,000 for. I'm
And
okay with that. I'm all right with that.
that it, it's
And I flew in Hilo. I mean, I was like, this Hilo was cool. It puts the patient in the passenger seat next to the pilot. So you see, the glass under you, and I'm sitting there watching the mountains flow under me while I'm having a heart attack as we're headed to the hospital. And that only cost me $276,000. No, that's not true. I believe they wanted like $15,000 for the Hilo ride.
nice.
You pay, you get nothing. That's just not right. You're in like free healthcare land, right? Europe. They give away fucking healthcare like to everybody that walks in the door. Hey, here's some healthcare, right?
right.
I assume some make out okay with it. Yeah, you know. Again, my financial guy says if you're really hard up for if you need a insurance plan, then those plans are available to you. Maybe they're not Aetna's. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into them. Only on paper, not in reality.
Shaw
Okay,
gets
I
it.
don't.
They on paper it shows that it's free, but in reality they pay for it. He gets it.
Well, the colonel gets it, but Ragged doesn't. He
Yeah,
still
right.
thinks that he gets it for free.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand his government's been taking it out of his paycheck his whole fucking life. Now, he stands there right there and says, well, I didn't pay. I said, well, okay, well, maybe maybe you got some kind of fraudulent claim thing going on that works for you. See, you have to pay for everything. You mean
Yep.
every little service? Is that what the colonel is saying? It's
I know.
too high deductible, Huck.
I know, like in Denmark, which is close to where Colonel's at, I know they supposedly have free healthcare, but a lot of the people over there, if something goes wrong, they have to pay out of pocket.
I mean, how does that
Yeah.
work? You get free health care, and then if something goes wrong, you have to pay out of your pocket. I don't get that.
The free healthcare is for like checkups and to make sure you're healthy. But if something goes wrong, the one person I was talking to from Denmark that says actually if something goes wrong and it's going to be expensive, you're going to be paying for it. You got to set up like some type of, it's like a loan they have to take out.
A loan.
It's
That doesn't
a
make any sense. But the one time when you're going to need the insurance would be when that cataclysm came and you're paying that $50,000 to $500,000 bill. Maybe I just don't understand. Only if something really bad happens, cancer or something. Okay.
Oh, then it's free. Okay. Or well, yeah.
See, but Ragged has been having heart attacks for 15 years and he's paid nothing. So
all other things. Okay, so with Shaw there, it's the opposite. They have to pay for all the little things, and then
I don't know what to believe, but now everybody on the planet tells us that our healthcare is the absolute fucking worst in the world, right?
I know a lot of people though that want the healthcare that I've talked to people from other countries that would love to come here and get the healthcare we all get.
Because, I mean, with my insurance set up, I have the greatest health care on the planet. Really. I do.
Yep. And to each their own. Each country, hey, if it works for y'all, everybody's happy with it. Cool.
And when Trump was in office and his policies about the vets, I had all that I needed. I don't need much, but just catastrophic. But
see, I'm like Don. I don't go in. I actually get in trouble because I don't do my health checkups and stuff like that. The only times I go in is for this back stuff because I have to. And I never used to go to the doctor.
Something's fallen off.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. I mean, heck, I stitched myself up before, and now I found out how wonderfully super glue works instead of having to stitch.
It's not only got to be a bullet wound, but it's got to be a bullet wound that doesn't have an exit.
Right. Yep.
It's got to exit, then we can get past going to the emergency room because we know the bullet's gone now, right?
Yep.
That's part of it.
If there's no bone splintered out showing, then it'll heal.
Right. Exactly. All right, I guess I'll have to disconnect that then.
That's pretty much where it goes. I know how to disinfect and I know how to stitch myself up.
Listen, we are, we do live in a wondrous age of modern medicine. I cannot argue that. And we're all very much the benefactors of that modern medicine, whether we like it or not.
Right.
On and both ends of it too, the bottom end of it and the top end of it. Both are benefactors of this new medical miracles that we run these days. And with that said, I try to avail myself of modern medicine, particularly with my ills. I mean, hypertension, diabetes, fucking just and of course my general bad attitude towards liberal fucks. That said, where was I going with this? It was a rant. I'm sorry. I'm taper off.
Oh, we're all listening.
It was I had an endpoint for this. I was headed for the door. I just can't remember what it is now. I'm sorry. Fire
You
the fucking
started
ball.
reading chat as you were talking, didn't you? That
I
happens
did.
to me.
I did, and
Yep.
it threw me off. I'm the guy that takes advantage of all of it. Really, I don't go in as much as I should. When I do go in, it's generally because something's fallen off, or somebody tells me I have cancer. Like my cancer fell off the other night. That was just fucking weird. But I also make sure that all my meds are up to speed, because quite frankly, it's going to give me a few extra minutes, days, weeks on this place, on this, in this rat race.
If it weren't for
man.
for modern medicine, all three of us, I guarantee you, would not have been. Emerald with
I'd
his
be
issues,
dead.
you with your issues.
Dead. I would be dead.
Yeah. And heck, I would have been dead at 18 if we didn't have modern medicine because of my appendix burst.
Well, I mean 24 suffered a gunshot wound in the leg, big and two. So, yeah, 26, I was cut with in a Middle Eastern sheesh den, but that's okay too, because modern medicine, I managed to make it through it. So now, recently, 2 big old fat heart attacks. Jesus Christ. Modern medicine get me through.
Blood thinners saved me from having a part of my brain go pop. So yeah.
And you had a bunch of rig experience there, didn't you? Where you utilized the wonders of modern medicine.
Yeah.
European healthcare isn't as great as you all think. Well, I got to be honest with you. I never said it was great. I said it was free, and it's not free.
I think, like what? Okay, the Romans, the average life.
I've seen NHS, the British. It's fucking horrible. It is horrible.
You look back at like the Romans, the average age, the life expectancy was 30 years old. Modern medicine has gotten us to where, and the U.S. by 5 years, the U.S. has the longest life expectancy. So I mean, it's
really.
There was a paper published, several years ago, and I read that, which it could have changed, but the U.S. had the top life expectancy in the world by 5 years at that time.
Okay. I can live. I understand that. Free for the freeloaders. I get you, Colonel. I get you. Well, I mean, dude, it's the same thing here in the U.S. Then it's free for the freeloaders, but the rest of us are paying $100 a month, hundreds of dollars a month to either have insurance or pay for our shit out of our pocket. So yeah, I get that.
That makes me so mad because I know people that have had their lives ruined by something going very wrong, and they could use some of that, like what do they got?
Modern medicine, exactly.
Yeah, but they can't get on any of the assistance because there's too many other people on it that don't need it.
I'm going to step away for a second and get a freshie. I'll be right back.
Right on. That's what bugs me. Heck, when I lived in the other town before I moved here, my neighbor, he was younger than me, perfectly healthy. He had been on the government assistance stuff forever and even got a check because he claimed his back was messed up. And his back was not messed up, but he worked the system right, got through it all, And I know people that can hardly move that, could never get on that. Yeah. I know other people that could hardly move that refuse to. I mean, heck, I know a guy that's in a wheelchair and only has use of one arm, and he works every day. Americans always put moon. I was just bragging about our life expectancy. How was that, Moon?
Who knows?
Ragged he just loves us Americans so much he can't contain.
Right. Man.
Now, Zach, that's awesome. You are not a freeloader. You need it. That's what it's there for. We're talking about the people that don't have anything wrong that somehow find a way to get on it.
Well, guys, it's time for me to drop out. I've got to shut down and before I get booted
Right
out.
on. I'll go 12 more minutes, and then I'll let the crash. I stuck around longer than expected, but
Cool.
I'll go about 12 more minutes. And then...
Dream well, Patriot, and I will see you all tomorrow night.
Right on, man. Take care.
Right. Good night.
But yeah, y'all, I'll go about 12 more minutes. I would go longer.
Okay, I'll go another 12 minutes with you.
Okay, sounds
See,
good.
in Vietnam, them wheelchair guys.
Actually,
I help out. Yeah, Zach, you're good, brother.
he was military, but it was a training accident in the 80s, right? The guy I know that he's in a wheelchair and can only use one arm, but guy works every day. He would never take anything that, yeah. So, yep. It baffles me. Like with truck drivers, I know a lot of truck drivers right now that keep coming up to me and telling me there's no jobs out there. And I'll tell them, it's like, man, right now I'm working double time trying to help a place for hauling cement out. And well, I don't want to haul cement. It's like, you need a job, whether you want to or not. You best, take the jobs when they're
That's
there.
the difference. That's the difference right there. They need a job. They know they do. Well, I don't want to do it. Well, fuck you then. You don't need it bad enough. You're not hungry enough. So fuck you. You don't need the job.
Right.
I don't want to do it.
And cement truck driving, I mean, there's a lot of physical work that comes with it. Cleaning it out, doing the chutes, but it's not bad. To be honest, it's probably for the physical jobs I've had, it's one of the easiest physical jobs I've had.
Yep. And you get paid. You get paid, bitch.
Yep. Right. And I get paid $20 an hour. This is a smaller thing, but still $20 an hour is good. Yes, I could go the next town over that's bigger and I could probably make $30 an hour. But a lot of it, I'm doing it to help this company out.
There you go then.
So
let's
because
see,
if they did
1,354 refugees.
Oh, one day. Oh, that's nothing, dude. We got tens of thousands every day.
I know, right? Dragon coin. Oh, the French sent us over about 1,300 refugees. Yeah. The Mexicans sent us over 130,000 refugees yesterday.
And he is not exaggerating. There's been tens of thousands daily coming across. This year they're speculating what 1.6 million or something like that. I think for the year. God, it could be more than that. Somebody was saying that something like 2 million for the year they're speculating. So equivalent wise, imagine if you guys were getting about 200,000 a year, Ragged. That would be about, since we're a lot bigger and we've got a lot more space, it'd be roughly the equivalence. If you guys were getting $200,000 a year, you would understand how bad the U.S. is getting nailed right now. And that's every year. And then we got some of these people that want to give them automatic citizenship and everything that just completely change a lot of the voting dynamics and stuff like that, because a lot of the people coming up right now are not coming up for jobs. They're coming up for a lot of the free stuff, and it sucks. Now, when we're being prosperous and we've got a lot of jobs opening and we don't have all the free stuff, then we know we're getting people that actually want to better their lives, that are coming up here to better their lives. Right now, we're getting a lot of younger men, and most of them are younger men. They're not families like they're trying to say. Most of them are younger men between
Love you,
18 to
Kimmy.
25. Absolutely, Kimmy, love you too. Sorry, Don. I got going on a rant. The immigration issue bugs me. We need to get it under control. I'm all for immigration, but we just can't have uncontrolled immigration. We got to know who's coming over, and we need people that want to better themselves and want to come here for the American dream, not come here to change things or to get free stuff.
Dude, I'm the guy that wants to sit there on the banks of the Rio Grande and mow them down with an automatic machine gun.
What the thing I can't. Why are they? I mean, I'm pretty sure I know why, but the fact that they're all, we talk about giving families, as refugees, giving them that refugee status for the safety. Well, why are they all 18 to, or 90% of them 18 to 25-year-old men? And a lot of them are involved in gangs and stuff like that. I mean, it's pretty obvious that that's not good.
I hope you're not asking me that question, because it would do nothing but piss me off.
No, as a hypothetical self-questioning, I was
Okay.
thinking aloud.
Rhetorical,
Yeah.
good.
Rhetorical, thank you. Yeah. And I don't care where they come from, but I think we need to, look into get people with degrees, people that are gonna, engineering degrees, stuff like that. Bring those in. Yeah, do the visas and bring in people to do manual labor too, but make sure they want to live the American dream. All for it. We're all, almost all of us are immigrants here anyways. Yep, I don't deny that. But we also came here through a system at the time. Of the time, I should say. Now it needs to get more restrictive because of the ease of travel. I mean, it doesn't take a 3-month boat trip or a 2-year caravan or something to get up here. They can do it overnight. So now it needs to become more restrictive and more watched, because just anybody can come across. I mean, look at all the terrorists that are on the terrorist watch list. They said 75 they caught, literally on terrorist watch lists. They caught 75 of them this year. Those are the ones they caught trying to sneak into the U.S. Amazingly stupid to allow that
means
to
another 75 got through.
Guaranteed, at least.
Yeah.
And they're on a watch list. They didn't have a change of heart overnight.
All righty, bro.
Yeah.
Time for me to drag it on out of here.
Cool. I'll go for about 4 more minutes, top of the hour, and then I'll shut her down
Ukraine, Hey, Huck. Is Huck still in there?
She's running around there.
Colonel. I really underground people, lover, under, then yeah. Huck and Colonel. I want to hear your views on Ukraine, but not tonight.
We went into that a little more. A lot of their concern is it breaking out. They know that their history, they've already seen 2 world wars. They're
Yeah.
apparently over there, everybody's really stressed about Europe being engulfed into a third.
Well, thank your local Russian gas station.
Yeah.
All that gas you've been on, gas and oil you've been buying from fucking Putin for the last 50 years.
Yep.
Has made him
And
wealthy
Trump,
and strong. Now he's in here smacking you around a little bit and you don't know what to do.
and Trump
Oh
was
well.
changing that. I mean, we're sending over
Yeah, he was.
so much natural gas.
He called everybody out on it. He called particularly the Germans. He called them out on it.
Yeah.
Said, listen, this is going to come back to bite you in the ass. Oh no, we can do this forever. Blah 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 industry and blah 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 industry. Okay.
Yep.
Bang.
Biden gets in, boom.
See what happened. Okay. There we are. There you go.
Yep. And it took months, is all it took. Shaw says he wants to stay away from that
the
one.
Colonel's drawing me down into the gutter. He is. He's baiting me. I know. I know it.
After talking to Shaw last night about it, he doesn't like either side. He just wants to let them duke it out and leave everybody else out of it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, it's time for me to go, and on that, I'm just gonna go. So
right
you
on
guys
that.
have
Take care.
wonderful
All right.
evening, and we'll probably see you again tomorrow night. I appreciate you taking the time for us tonight.
Same here, guys. Appreciate everybody
Toodles.
dropping it. Cool. Right on. Take care, man. I got 2 more minutes, and then I'll shut her down. Yeah, I avoid the war. I made a lot of people mad and got called a lot of names because I was upset with Russia. So I avoid that topic. Oh, Zach's got some coffee for you there, Shaw. Right on, Shaw. Let's see. 11 o'clock, I'll do a kind of little countdown, but 1 more minute, and then I'll have to jet. I'd stay on, but I've got to work early, so I got to get up early. 7. Nice. I gotta be up by about 4:30, be to work at 5, and then Thursday I think I gotta be to work at 6, and then Friday's the nasty one. I gotta get up at 3:30, be to work at about 5 or 4:30. Those are the days I hate because I can't get to bed real early. So it's like a 3-4 hour night sleep for me on those ones where I got to get up at 3:30. But cool, right on. Yeah, I'd take the day off too if it gets too hot. Unfortunately, I can't, but yeah, I'd definitely like to. But cool, right on, guys. Well, everybody, thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. Hope you all have a good day or a good evening, depending on where you're at. And thanks for stopping by and chatting with us. We'll chat with y'all later. I'm going to go ahead and shut her down and go to sleep. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.